Hello and welcome to episode 168 of Comedians Interviewing Musicians. My name is Becky Joniel. Unfortunately, my beautifully talented co-host Kim Stacy could not be here tonight. She got in a little fender bender, so Venmo, yes, Kim Stacy, a couple of dollars because we all know she's about to need it, and send your well wishes to her and tell her you love her. But we are joined by the incredibly talented Brandon Hughes, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, thank you guys so much.
No, thanks for coming. For those, we're going to wait for people to start tuning in slowly. We've got some people coming up. Earl is here. Hi, Earl, one of our longtime patrons and friends. We adore you. If you're here tonight watching, please ask questions on the Facebook page. We would love to answer them. So send them your way. And if you're going to have speaking of Venmo and Kim Stacy, we also have Brandon's Venmo. So if you have a good time tonight, be sure to Venmo at Brandon Hughes, which is Hughes. Be sure to get that right. And we're going to use the fist bump and the hang 10 fingers so they know it's from this show. So if you Venmo Brandon, do the fist bump and the hang 10 so they can track these tips, for the government or whatever. Who knows? Brandon, how have you been handling quarantine and isolation? Do you have any new hobbies? I know you just got married.
Yes. I mean, that happened and that was fantastic during the quarantine process. To kind of start off with what you said, I'm doing great. I am very glad to see that things are slowly trickling back into the realm of normal. I'm fully vaccinated and ready to start performing again for everybody. And I hope everybody's in the same boat and ready to hear some good music and see some good shows and all that good stuff. I got married this past year, and it's fantastic. We got married in our backyard. We had this big, phenomenal wedding planned for Sonoma, California. It was going to be phenomenal, and it all got canceled, just like that. And so we're like, you know what? We love Austin, Texas. We're doing this, and so we had a phenomenal wedding in our backyard. And other than that, just living day by day, doing it up and looking forward to the near future for all of us.
Amen. Well, congratulations on your wedding. That's amazing. I also see you've got quite the cute little setup. You've got, some beautiful little bay windows here that you have some plants that are still alive. So you did keep plants alive.
Yes. I cannot remember the name of that one. It is Hans. Hans is doing well. Yes.
Perfect. I went for that. Oh, did your wife, you mean all your plants have names, like pets?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Like we had, Hans was,
Swedish.
Hans is a Swedish, fern. Our ivory is a Swedish ivory. So Hans. Ooh. And what was the other one's name? We can't remember the other one's name, but that one's Hans.
So we all know who the favorite child is, Hans. Oh, James Jennings is here. We love you, Brandon from New Zealand. Hi, James. Thanks for joining us. Lord, am I dumb? Wait, what time is it in New Zealand?
That's a good question.
James is like, it's 4 a.m. I'm doing this for y'all.
Wait. Oh my God. So thank you guys.
Wait, hold on. James, tell us what time it is. I'd love to know. He's like, get a world. He
said, so it's 12 p.m. over there right now. So they're having lunch. They have this open. They're having lunchtime. Yeah, they're good.
Okay, good. We didn't want to wake you. I don't know. Do musicians? I'm not a musician and I don't know 10 a.m. So, see, lunchtime. There we go. Come on, James. Anyways, you got married. You're keeping plants alive. Did you find any new hobbies? Are you now into painting or sourdough bread making?
Yeah, I have been cooking a lot more, which has been great. Me and my wife have been cooking a lot. And we just got an air fryer. We graduated into the kitchen culinary masters. So we've been using the hell out of that thing. So that's been a very cool, interesting experiment. Also been experimenting with new cocktails and new liquors to kind of barology 101 kind of, and see what we could come out with. I think we have a good one. We call it the SIG. And I may have to share the recipe with your Patreon folk because I highly recommend it.
Absolutely. We'll be filming that content. And if you want to see it, you're going to have to join the Patreon for the exclusive for as little as $1. And we are also in the process of revamping what our Patreon means to us. We're going to be cooking up some cool new stuff for you. I know we've got a lot of content planned and in the brainstorming. So if you're wanting to see some new stuff, stay tuned because it's coming. And maybe you'll even learn a cocktail or two from Brandon and his wife. I do want to know, before we head into the first song, were there any like major cooking fails?
You know, surprisingly, no, there was not. Like I can say with a straight face that, you know, everything we made was absolutely delicious. So, I'm thinking a cookbook in the future, you know, like
Ooh.
the Musicians of Austin cookbook, you know, like, and just see what happens.
Honestly, that's a great idea, because yeah, Julia Malanta already has like her cooking with Julia class where you can learn like classic Italian eatery, or you can also like she can come and cook to you at your house. Like I wonder if surely you're out quarantine, every musician's got to go to. We should get on that. I
I
see you,
think
Brandon.
I see the sparks flying. I really do.
We should, hell, maybe we'll do that for our Patreon content. If you donate $400 to Patreon, we'll write a book, baby.
There you go. That's it. You got it.
All right, so let's hear the first song from Brandon Hughes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're having a good time, please Venmo Brandon and or Venmo music firsthand with the fist bump and the hang 10 emoji, so we know you listen to this episode. Without any further ado, here is Brandon Hughes.
Yeah, thanks. And so I guess for the first song I'm going to play, this is an older song of mine. Just literally wrote it about just being oneself, and simply called Be You.
mistakes, life's not fair, it's okay. Just be you, just be you, just be you. Oh yeah, yeah. Just be you, and just be you, just be you. And just be you.
Yay! Thank you so much, Brandon, for that first song. If you're just tuning in, Brandon's Venmo is at Brandon Hughes, Hughhes. Use the fist bump and hang 10 emoji so they know that you're listening to this show. Thanks again for joining us. We all appreciate you spending time with us. This is the segment of our show. Unfortunately, we don't have Kim Stacy, but we do have her questions because she's a diligent and lovely employee, even when she gets into a fender bender. Yeah, it's the show comes first, damn it. So these are Kim's creepy stand mail questions. Kim does an excellent job playing online Nancy Drew, checking out your stuff, and she has some questions. First, you said Kubo and the Two Strings inspired you to learn While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Are there any other movies or art that also inspires you? And if you could soundtrack a remake of a favorite childhood movie, what would it be?
That's a lot to unpack, honestly, because yes. So the answer is yes, absolutely. Other art, especially movies and acting and theater. Like it's one of the things that truly moves me as an artist is that medium. So like good movies, like going to a good Broadway show, like the soundtracks, as you say, like all of it combined, hundreds of people coming together and creating something amazing, performances all around. Like I'm in awe every time. So I've written several songs just specifically from a movie that I've watched. I remember watching La La Land and being like, I have got to write a song with that vibe, and just had to run with it. And so, I mean, that's one. I remember watching Inception, ironically, and like all the bass sounds and all the whomps and the Hans Zimmer coming in here. And I'm just like, this is phenomenal. Leonardo DiCaprio killing it. Just all these phenomenal actors, Tom Hardy. Like I was just in shock the whole time. And I was just inspired to go and create myself just from watching it. That's amazing. So, and the last thing was like, you said, what soundtrack?
Yeah, if you could remake a soundtrack from your childhood, or maybe just add on to it, what would you pick?
Oh my God, that's a hard question.
Because I 100% would want to write a song for the original Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I feel like I could write some cute, light, scary,
like whimsical Oompa Loompa song coming in here.
Yes.
That's a good one. I think for me, just from nostalgia's sake, I would love to have a song and say like one of the classic animated Disney movies, like one of the, like the Lion King, Elton John coming in here doing Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Like if I could write something to that equivalent, oh my God, my life would be complete.
Yeah, or just Phil Collins, Tarzan. Like, come on.
I mean, we can go on forever. Like,
how do you even? There's not,
man. Come on.
True.
Come on.
Those are like the golden days. I mean, I guess the kids these days still have good songs, but I don't feel like our parents were pissed that we were listening to Circle of Life over and over again, where I have a lot of friends with children who are like, if you even utter the words "let it go" near me, I will set your house ablaze.
Touche.
That's a good one. Can't imagine. The next question she has is, how does yoga coincide with music and performing for you? I know a lot of people use it as a meditative state. Some people use it just to get their body right. Some people use it for breath. Like, how does it interact with your musical life?
I think you kind of nailed kind of the main three factors for me. Physicality is one thing. I came from a background of not the the healthiest choices in my life of what I chose to eat. And I just recently in the last 10 years decided to get really healthy. And yoga was one of the things that really kind of pulled me out of like, okay, this is physical, yet it's also a mental aspect. And in terms of that, it really guides me in my own like writing process, as well as my own like groundingness. You know, people wake up every day in a different vibe and a different feeling, you know, but that yoga is one of the few things that will ground me to the point and be like, all right, let's get to work. And lastly, yeah, I mean, I think the breath work is another one. Like singers got to breathe. You got to hit that diaphragm. So like breathing in and out, I mean, it's just natural. So might as well train it.
This guest appearance by your cat is too cute. If you guys were listening to this on the podcast instead of, just go over to YouTube, and the entirety of him talking about yoga, the cat got behind him and there was just like green eyes staring at him like, I'm sure you just do yoga to impress me. I'm your cat. I'm the yogiest in the room. You're just trying to, what's your cat's name?
Our cat's name is Walter.
I love a cat with an old man name.
Yeah, and he is such an old man. He's the coolest old man I know. He's skittish, but he's the most loving, just awesome old man cat I've ever seen.
What a sweetie. Well, hi, Walter. Come back and see us again, Mr. Walter.
You're welcome to come back, Walter. Anytime.
Yes, you're the opening act. Don't worry. The final question she has is audio drama, ? Splintered Caravan, a cyberpunk podcast series. Was this your first time doing a voiceover project? Tell us about the plot and your super hot illustrated character.
Yeah. So I had, before I moved down here to Austin, Texas, I'm originally from North Carolina. If a lot of people don't know that, but like up there, I did a couple tidbits here and there for commercials and this, that, and the other, but nothing to the point of an audio drama until I moved down here and I answered an audition by the director named Chris Garrett. He came up with the idea of this cyberpunk story, like to be told in an audio format. And I really, really loved the idea of it. And so we went to the audition. I thankfully got the part. My character is named Triton, and he is a pretty much like, think of how like Decker was in good old Blade Runner, like that kind of vibe, you know, like the gruff, yet also like I have somewhat of a heart kind of person. Yes. And so it's just a local production. We've done one season here in Austin, Texas. A lot of great talented actors, a lot of great talented folk who are on that show. And the first season's available everywhere right now on Spotify, anywhere you get a podcast. I would highly recommend checking it out. I hope you do. It's called Splintered Caravan. If you like heists, if you like adventure and just crazy technology and a phenomenal soundtrack, I say check it out. Splintered Caravan.
Oh yeah, highly recommending from Music for Sam fan as well. And the second part of that question is, cartoons can be hot. Did you ever have a cartoon crush?
A cartoon crush? Oh man, gosh. You're giving me like the hardest questions because like I am like such
Kim does that. Kim's got a way.
Yeah, I mean my days were Nickelodeon and Disney, like Saturday morning cartoons. God, it's hard.
Oh yeah. It's like there's the norm, like the stereotypical ones, like Lola Bunny and Jessica Rabbit. Why are they both bunnies and rabbits? Then there's like Betty Boop.
Yeah. I definitely can throw like both Jessica Rabbit and Betty Boop in there as the classics for me. Like very attractive. Like I think for me, like growing up, like it was funny because you know when you're a kid, you're not thinking about girls a lot. But I always like was attracted to like remember Doug, Patty Mayonnaise.
I love Patty Mayonnaise.
I mean she was a good person. Like not only was she a good love interest for Doug, but she was a good person and she had a good soul. And for me, I think as a kid, I gravitated more to that than just straight up, oh my God, she's hot. And that's something else. Yeah. But yeah, Patty Mayonnaise.
I actually just watched the Nickelodeon documentary on Hulu called The Orange Years.
Orange Years?
Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. They talk about the inception of Patty Mayonnaise. Well, they talk about all of the new Nickelodeon original, like Hey Arnold and Ren and Stimpy, and they go into all that and all that stuff. And when they were talking about Doug, apparently Doug is based off of one of the writers on the campaign, down to what he wore. Wow. And Patty Mayonnaise, she didn't have a last name yet. And the main writer was like trying to figure out what she should sound like, who she should be. And apparently there was a mayonnaise commercial featuring the actress that ended up playing Patty Mayonnaise. And she was just talking about Miracle Whip or whatever mayonnaise company it was. And he was like, that's it. She's Patty Mayonnaise. And I need to get that woman to do that voice. And it just kind of, it's a beautiful.
That's incredible. That is
highly
incredible.
recommend it.
I'm going to check that out. I'm going to check that out. The Orange Years. I'm checking that out. That's so cool.
Spectacular. Highly recommend. Oh, and by the way, before we get into 2 songs here, James Jennings says, hey, Walty from Auntie Alana. And Shirley Funk says, beautiful, Brandon. She really loved that last song. And James Jennings sent a couple of purple hearts. So, you know, people are living for it. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Love you.
I know, Auntie Alana. Don't we all stand a cat aunt. We love a cat aunt. Here for it. It was Mother's Day this week, but what about the cat aunts of the world? Where is the respect for them?
Yeah, where's the respect?
Come on, Auntie Alana. We're going to hear a couple more songs from Brandon. Then we're going to come back and play a quick game. So don't go anywhere. Be sure to tip Brandon while they play. It's at Brandon Hughes on Venmo. Use the fist bump and the hang 10 hands so they know that you listen to this podcast. Here's a couple more songs. Enjoy, y'all. I'm using the wrong mouse. This is what I get for 2 screens. I'm not built for the millennials.
Okay. Well, so I'm going to change the vibe a little bit for everybody. And this next song is a song I wrote about being addicted to love at the time, but it kind of transformed into being addicted to anything. And kind of my definition changed to anyone can be addicted to anything. And that's kind of what the song is about. It's called Addiction.
Around my throat, and you're squeezing the life right out of me. You kill me oh so slow. But now I'm a man in the streets, and I'm stuck somewhere in between this memory and a dream. And the dream is oh yeah, just let me go. That I can't explain. Can somebody please, oh please help me? This addiction is inside of me. It's poison in the veins. In the veins, yes. Oh, yeah, just let me go. Oh, yeah, just let me go. I'm singing no, oh, singing no. Just let me go, just let me go, yeah, let me go.
So that song was called Addiction. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And so what we say we slow it back down with another different little vibe for you. So this next song I got for you is it's kind of a song that I wrote about finding one's inner child just a little bit. And it's something that's very dear to me, and something I think should be an important factor in everyone's lives is to kind of reintroduce themselves to the kid that lives inside of them. And so this song is called Innocence. It goes like this.
All right. Thank you so much, Brandon, again for being here with us, and everyone who has stayed tuned. And thanks again to the patrons and sponsors who made the show possible. We love you and mean it. This is the portion of our show where we're going to play a little game. It's sounded nefarious. It's just Would You Rather. I found some good ones today, and I thought we would try it out. It's been a long time since you played Would You Rather, so I figured we'd bring it back for your second appearance in the show. Why the hell not?
Sounds fun.
So, first one. Would you rather your shirts always be 2 sizes too big or 1 size too small?
I'm going to go with 1 size too small, because if you're in shape, what do you got to hide?
Fair enough. Also, I'm not in shape and my shirts are always small. So
well, what do you got to hide anyway? Who cares?
Who cares? It's summer. We're all entitled.
Who cares?
Okay. Would you rather find $5 on the ground or find all of your missing socks?
$5, because if I really need socks that bad, I'll buy a pack of socks with the $5. But I can also.
Who doesn't get rid of the other sock that's missing?
Touche.
So then you just again are left with the singles of everyone. Well, okay. Ooh, this one's fun. Would you rather eat a ketchup sandwich or a Sriracha sandwich?
Oh, wow. Okay. That's kind of fighting territory.
Yeah, both are kind of painful either way. One's just going to be like all vinegar or one's going to be all spice.
Right. I think if I was living dangerously, I would say Sriracha sandwich.
Yeah.
Just because that spice and that little spice, just a little something.
It would get you through something.
It would help.
Oh no. Oh, would you rather use a push lawnmower with a bar that is far too high or a bar that's far too low?
Far too high, because I would much rather save my back excruciating pain when I'm like 40.
Fair. I feel like if I got one that was too low, I would just like hitch a radio flyer to the back of it and just sit and scoot behind it.
That's a good idea. Or you could like Honey Shrunk the Kids, just put a remote control RC car thing in it and just keep it low. Just aerodynamic. It just goes across the grass super quick.
Borrow your friend with kids like Barbie Jeep Cruiser and just kind of push it.
Oh yeah. Yes.
That work. Oh God, this is gross. Okay, would you rather eat a box of dry spaghetti or 2 cups of uncooked rice? And then it just says crunch, crunch, crunch. Wait, was that a tooth?
Probably the most interesting question I've ever had. Let's see. Spaghetti. It breaks.
Yeah.
It's tasty, maybe dry.
Uncooked rice? Like, are you a pigeon? Like, why are we?
Yeah. Well, either way, if you happen to be really intoxicated or stoned, I bet it would be a pleasure either or. Honestly, that'd be like, man, that's the crunchiest thing I ever had.
Yeah, it's got to be something because there can't be.
Has to be. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, this is. Would you rather have hands that kept growing as you got older, or feet that kept growing as you got older?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Either way, hard.
Yes, either way, a problem. I might say the feet for me personally, because I don't know if like how the size of my hands would change to playing guitar or playing video games and things that I really enjoy doing. And I'm like, I don't want to kind of outgrow that.
Yeah, one thing you get custom made shoes for, maybe a custom made car for.
Right. Indeed.
Pretty much everything else needs to be adjusted.
I'm cool to call up Shaquille O'Neal and be like, hey man, who's your shoe guy? We're good. Yeah. That's all I need. Yeah.
Call it Michael Phelps. Who does those flippers, man? Tell us the tea. Okay. Because you have to get a new remote. You have to get new gloves, new shirts that you could fit your enormous mittens through.
Right. Yeah. Think of how much wool. How much wool would it take to make those mittens?
Also, your feet are growing. You might just have to say screw it and wear skirts forever, because there's not going to be a pair of sweatpants you're getting those honkers through. No, man.
Yeah, at that point, just say screw it. That's what I say. Yep.
Would you rather not be able to open any locked doors or not be able to close any open doors?
Ooh. Oh, that's a good one. I think I guess maybe the lock doors. I like the ability to kind of open and close the door, so at least I'd be able to like, do both. But yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, that could go either way.
Yeah, because I mean, you need somebody's assistance to open a door.
Right.
But that one, I don't know. That one
So
actually might
that one, I could see either in the scenario. I could.
Fair. Would you rather have plants grow at 20 times the normal rate, or for people and animals to stop aging around you? So like, would you rather when you're near a plant, it grows really fast, or for when you're around people and animals for them to just stop growing?
Oh my God, that's toughy. I think I would probably choose the plants. And that way, when I retire, I'll just move to the Amazon and then literally save the world. Like, so
that's what I'm saying. You could do some serious,
so
like stop.
hey, I mean, we're all gonna get old. We're all gonna die. It's okay, but we want to keep our mother like very healthy. And for me, it's just like, hey, when I'm like 60 years old, I'll see you guys later. I'll be out here in the Amazon walking around.
I'll be making the air quality a lot better for you guys. No big deal. You don't need to send me a postcard or anything. Sheesh, I'll just save the planet, I guess. Okay. Would you rather always, oh no, I'm reading this wrong. Would you rather always feel like someone is following you, but no one is, or always feel like someone is watching you and no one is?
I kind of like the watching better than the following, because like I get kind of freaked out. Like, honestly, if I get that kind of vibe, I don't know if you've ever like that kind of like, I think I could handle it better if I felt like someone's watching me and no one was there, like, and just be like, whatever, you enjoy the show.
Yeah. Have you seen the horror film It Follows?
I have not, unfortunately.
Are you a scary movie person at all?
I do like some scary movies. It's not my main thing, but I like some. Yeah.
I would say it's a very non-traditional scary movie in the fact that there is no gore and very little jump scare element to it. And it's an uncommon theme. And the fact there's something is attached to a person, they can pass it on to somebody else. But whoever has it, it's constantly being followed until it gets to that person, and you don't know how many people ahead of you or behind it is.
So it feels like a stalking the whole time kind of vibe.
Yeah, they're being, and it appears in different forms. Like, it could be this old lady, it could look like somebody but you're the only person it's a good one, but it's the whole film is like people looking over their shoulders. Is this going to catch up with me kind of thing?
Wow.
It's very well shot, I gotta say, but it's definitely not like a traditional, it's not a boogeyman. It's like your own consequences catching up with you. It's a good one.
That's cool. Yeah, I had to check that out. Yeah, but that feeling, no.
I also think the feeling of being watched is something that you can like sort of at least try to immediately prove. You can immediately prove someone's not in your vicinity.
Right.
But like, do you know they're behind that door? Like, I don't know. I feel like the watching one, maybe that's just because I've grown up in webcam era and I apparently have nothing to hide.
There you go.
Would you rather live in a house with see-through walls in a city, or in the same see-through house, but in the middle of a forest far from civilization? Oh God, no, in the city. Don't put me in the middle of nowhere.
Oh man, yeah. Like I think in the wilderness sounds like makes more sense, right? You can just see like your surroundings the whole time, but you're in a house, So I'd probably pick that, but I can see the practicality of the one in the city. I really could, but I don't know. I
put a tip jar outside, and you're like, this is it's like a live in-person OnlyFans. Like, you want to watch me wash my dishes? This is fun. But I feel like this is the setup for a horror film that has maybe not been made, but a see-through house in the middle of the forest where scary shit happens in that forest and you can't do anything but watch it.
Oh man, that's terrifying too.
Or like the Blair Witch Project, just staring at you.
Terrifying trend here. It's like getting the creeps over here.
Apparently I need to watch a scary movie. I don't know what's wrong. Would you rather have every cat or dog that gets lost end up at your house, or everyone's clothes that they forget in the dryer get teleported to your house? Oh,
You know, as someone who is striving to be an actor, I need a better wardrobe, so I'm gonna have to say the clothes.
fair. You know, you could get a serious costume closet off of other people's clothes. Like,
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea.
I can imagine be like, oh yeah, now what's today? Just open the random door with like the newest additions come in. Oh yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Cool. I'm gonna roll with that.
Oh, I had a friend in college. Yeah, it was college. I know it had to be college. But she would go to Lost and Founds at different like schools because she worked as a substitute, student teacher. I can't remember what the hell. She had an in at some school, and she would get the Lost and Found at the end of the year that they just like couldn't get rid of, and
Yeah.
she would develop characters off like little kids' windbreakers and like tiny umbrellas.
That's cool as hell.
Would you rather all plants scream when you cut them or pick their fruit, or animals beg for their lives before they are killed? Damn, would you rather? That's terrifying. Both are sad.
That's really tough. Oh my God.
I'm gonna go with plant screaming just because you can propagate plant cuttings.
Like I think plant cutting has to happen. I think that's what it is. You know, I would choose the plants. Or just say that we're gonna choose the plants. We're not gonna think about the other one. We're gonna choose plants.
Yeah, they can't fight back. Sorry.
Okay, yeah,
sorry.
they grow on the ground. They regrow.
What if the mini monstera I got my mom for Mother's Day just rises up out of this plant cabinet and just like comes over, hovers behind me, and then all of a sudden beats me in the back? Oh, well, okay.
I heard that answer.
The plant's just cussing me out in photosynthesis. Where did that last one go? Oh, okay. Would you rather have all animals feel compelled to obey you, or be given the opportunity to genetically design a pet that would be loyal to only you?
I think the first one. I think like having animals. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't dig the idea of like creating an animal that solely likes me. You know, like let the animals. You know, like let them do their thing.
It's a little like Game of Thrones warlock shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you get the ability to, all animals feel compelled to obey you, then that dude that was on that trail in California where that bobcat was chasing him, that video would have been 28 minutes shorter.
Right. It's like, bro, stop it.
You're just like, Steven, I've told you this before. And he's like, I'm sorry, Mike. Just walks away.
Dude, just don't do it again. Just don't do it.
We've been over this. Okay, this is the last one. Ooh. Would you rather wake up every morning with a new $100 bill in your pocket, but not know where it came from? Or wake up every morning with a new $50 bill in your pocket and you know where it comes from?
I'd say the $50 because the last thing I don't want the money to come from a place I didn't, and I wouldn't know. So, I mean, like the point is, I don't care if it came from a billionaire or someone who's like has $100 to their name. Doesn't matter. I'd rather know where it came from.
Honestly, I can think of a very, very specific list of people that if I found out it came from them, I'd be like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's not the question. That is not the question. So
yeah.
You specifically said it that way. That's not the question.
Exactly. Because you don't know.
There's a little short list. I got a list over here to be like, there's a little short list. I might change that answer.
Right. Yeah. It wasn't like if you could freely rob Bill Gates. Well, yeah, probably. Would he even notice? That's the real question. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see. Oh, Johnny Funk says, watching you, Brandon. I don't know if that's, we answered something and we scared him, or he's just watching, but hi, Johnny. We appreciate you watching. I like it. I like the creep. Let's see. Apparently we've been doing horror films.
Johnny's actually he is my uncle from North Carolina, actually tuning in.
Hi, Uncle Johnny. That's so exciting. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, we're going to hear one more song from Brandon on the live stream. If you want to see more, you're going to have to join our Patreon for as little as $1, and you'll be able to see the bonus content. I think he's going to give us the recipe for him and his wife's new signature cocktail, the SIG. Who knows? And if you had a good time tonight, please Venmo Brandon. It's at Brandon Hughes, BrandonHughes, with the fist bump and the hang 10 hands so they know it's real. And if you had another good time tonight, Venmo Music Firsthand. I want to pretend Kim totaled her car, everyone. she didn't, but We appreciate anything.
Oh,
All of our sponsors,
well,
patrons.
all good. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. She said she sounded fine. She just sounded more pissed off than upset. We'll check in on her again and we'll keep you all posted, but hopefully she's doing well and maybe she's watching this right now, and we love you, Kimmy. Smooches. We're going to hear one more song, then we're going to do some Patreon content. Thanks for tuning in. If you have one more question for Brandon, now is the time to ask, and we'll ask before we cut the live stream. So here's one more song from Brandon. Enjoy, y'all.
Thanks. Yeah. So this last song for you guys is actually one of my newer songs. And I wrote it kind of the idea of like to give a perspective of what it's like to be a singer-songwriter or a musician on the road, and kind of a little taste of our world a little bit. But this song is called Comfort Me.
Eyes are heavy, something weighted on my mind. The path is steady, but it's a new direction all the time. So now, can you understand just why I am a rambling man? Another city, another place to lay my head. But I've been here before, and I'd rather be with you instead. So now I think I understand just why I am a lonely man. So can you please, please comfort me? So can you please, please comfort me? Oh, won't you please, please comfort me? Can you please comfort me? Down the road again, living out a memory. When looking in the glass, I see it's time that's fighting me. So now I can understand just why I am a broken man. So can you please, please comfort me? Can you please comfort me.
Yay! Thank you guys all so much again for tuning into this live stream. And I got a video while we were sitting here that my niece took her first steps. So that was a thing that just happened.
Awesome.
Congratulations, Carl. Bless her. If you had a good time tonight, you know what I'm going to say. Venmo Brandon with the fist bump and the hang 10, so they know that you had a good time listening to this show. Thanks again to all y'all who tuned in. We're going to wave y'all goodbye and hope to see you on the Patreon account soon. So thanks, Facebook. We'll see you later.
You guys.